A word for our listeners. Season 3 of Masks of Nyarlathotep is set in the 1940s. We will be using terms and sayings from those times, including some that could be considered offensive. It's not our intention to offend. We merely wish to offer as accurate a view of the time period as possible. Welcome to Masks of Nyarlathotep, a Nerds Domain gaming podcast. Join us each week as our investigators uncover the corruption of the mythos in World War II. Starring Roxanne Thompson, Shirley Niedzwiecki, John Thompson, and Phil Durham, with Matt Quiett running the table as keeper. Eldritch evils and crazed Nazi cultists await you just beyond this music. Hey everybody, and welcome back to the Nerds Domain Presents Masks of Nyarlathotep. I'm Matt, and I'm here with Shirley.
Hello.
And Phil.
Hello.
And John.
Hi.
And Roxy.
Hello.
That's what it was.
Thanks for talking over Roxy.
Oh my God. Roxy, say it again.
Hello. Hello.
All right.
Hello.
So we are in Congo, maybe?
We are
we're
in Congo Dreamland.
Oh, I was just getting ready to say that. Roxy and I are on the same
We're
page.
actually in Congo, because we're in a line.
Nice. So something I learned when we used to play Risk with my friend Cooney is nothing can go wrongo when Cooney's in the Congo.
Oh, wow.
That's terrifying.
Well, yeah, no, it really was. So, what are you guys doing?
We're marching.
As we begin our march,
Yep.
Singing row, row, row your boat.
I'm going to hold out my hand. I'm going
Sure.
to look at my hand,
Sure.
and I'm going to start conceptualizing an orange in my hand.
Roll POW.
If I start to
with
feel
a bonus
any
die.
pain,
POW with a bonus die.
I'm going to stop.
POW with a bonus.
Dude, talk about manifestations. If you get an orange, I'm telling you.
No, I didn't even come close, even with the bonus die.
Really?
Dude.
Well, I had a 76 or an 86.
Wow, roll that again, because I really want you to get this. Gave you a bonus die and everything.
Yeah.
Even
That's
worse.
a 79 and a 90.
Okay.
I'm not getting this orange.
Is that a catastrophic failure?
No.
Oh,
So
okay.
you're trying to make an orange manifest in your hand?
Yeah.
You see a shape that is proper, and then you see color, but you see a shape and it goes away. Then you see color that is proper and it goes away, but not quite.
Oh, okay.
You feel like if you had the right gumption. I'm just gonna go with POW is now gumption.
Yeah, all right. No, that's good. I'm going to return to being observant and paying attention to what's going around and thinking about
You're
words.
in the back.
Oh.
Bula is behind you, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
If you freak out our guide because you did.
Because you're doing evil witchy magic.
You feel the butt of his rifle kind of tap your shoulder, more to get your attention. He's not like,
Like, oh.
Bam!
do you turn around?
Yeah. Well, I'll do the over the shoulder look at him.
He holds his hand out and motions at it like, what were you doing? But he doesn't verbalize.
How would I even mind that?
You're doing sciencey stuff.
I would just say.
You know what I didn't realize is that there's American Sign Language, and most other countries have their own sign language as well.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Let's see, what do I do? I'll kind of point at my head.
Okay.
And point at my hand, and then shrug.
Okay. Okay. And then you see him hold his hand out with kind of like a quizzical look on it. But he holds it kind of like in a C shape to hold something. And a mug of beer appears. And he's just, he is startled and lets go. And as it starts to drop, it disappears.
I kind of just open my eyes wide and probably be in the
I need you to roll a sanity check.
96. I am on fire tonight.
Go ahead and lose one. You might want to change some dice there, Phil.
I
Those
keep
are
rolling.
doing great.
Dice jail.
I'll kind of do the we need to cut this out sign.
He seems fine with that. He seems still very startled that, like, it worked. He's like, no, I'm totally, I can do, oh, crap. So you guys are, sorry, I was being mesmerized by Roxy, like, throwing rope behind her.
Flipping my hair
Um,
over my shoulder.
So you guys continue on, no longer walking at the quiet pace, and kind of chanting along or something meditative to keep your mind occupied.
I like that the guy who's like, I'm going to envision the ocean is like, I'm going to make an orange. I'm going to play with the magic.
I need everybody.
I'm testing theories.
Yeah, no, he's testing theories. I need everybody to roll spot. Shirley. Yeah.
The dog? We have Spot the dog? I'm just kidding.
Yes.
Normal.
12 under 65.
Yeah, you
Which
got an extreme.
is
Critical.
no, that's not a critical. It's
Extreme.
So
Extreme success.
extreme. Roxy.
Regular.
Regular.
Oh wow! You look who can spot. Don't forget to mark that box.
I did.
Oh,
Ooh.
I did. I should probably tell loud enough that it could be heard.
woo! Keep forgetting like
So you guys are walking. You see a man at coming. You kind of come around a little bit of a bend in this game trail, and you see a man ahead of you, dressed in a full Nazi SS uniform, black, appropriate black clothing, has a helmet, rifle, and he's kind of standing watching in your direction. You have probably seen him before he sees you, but you are all aware of him.
I don't believe he's there.
Great.
I'm gonna drop to a knee and
Me as well.
I mean I'm towards the back, so if the other people start backing up, then I back up. Otherwise, I'm
Right,
just gonna try to.
Well, since everybody else is dropping down,
Okay. So,
he's not there.
Let's all just focus on him being dead.
I mean, can we do that? Do you say that out
No, I
loud?
don't say that out loud.
do you want to have that idea, Shirley? You can go ahead and try.
God, would you really think that? I really want to have this idea.
I mean, don't you hate Nazis?
Nope, I don't.
Okay. So I
Is
guess
your
you can't have
character-
that.
I know that they're bad, but I don't hate them because I've never come into any like.
Except for that one that was, a traitor to the.
Oh, the guys down in the basement.
Yeah. Do you hate Nazis?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Because all those people
Roll idea.
that they were holding.
I don't think we have idea anymore.
I'm sorry.
Yep,
roll
it's an intelligence
check.
Yeah.
Okay, roll-
61 under 80.
Roll pow. Pow, 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 pow.
Give her a penalty die for that.
Jesus.
No, failed?
Yeah, like 91 over 75.
You guys are the least magically
Like,
inclined people.
what? in the-
The soldier, reaches up and scratches his chest.
Jerk.
Gabea motions kind of back to the major, and then uses hand signals to make it clear that he wants to try and sneak up and kill him.
Yeah. Sitwell kind of just, gives a motion, the international hand gesture for please proceed.
Okay. So the thumb across his throat. He sets his rifle down and unties his boots and takes them off and pulls out a knife. And then he...
Do our heightened noses smell his feet now? 'Cause that's not...
Yeah, you do.
Distracted.
Yeah.
Now I'm
The
distracted.
boots. He all but disappears into the underbrush. I mean, he is gone as far as your senses can tell. Unless you guys want to try and
Except for his
actively...
feet.
If you guys want to try and actively track him, you can, and you'll have just to roll a spot hidden.
I
But
got a bead on the.
Yeah.
Nazi with
that's
my
fine.
rifle.
It's maybe a minute and a half, maybe 2 minutes later. Did you get it, John?
Oh, heck
No.
no.
Okay. And the German soldier turns away from you, kind of off to your right, and you see Cabea stand up behind him, put his knife against the guy's throat, and pull him down at the same, just like up, slice, pulls him down to the ground. Suddenly, like, the German's gone, like he was never there to begin with. There's no clatter. There's no nothing.
I respect this man more now. I am
played a lot of
terrified of this
Dishonored.
guy now.
And
like, I
it's-
will never let him behind me ever
It's
again.
maybe 4 or 5 minutes later, and Cabea kind of slowly comes out of the brush next to you guys. Like, he's trying not to be like, surprise, and you all shoot him. But he comes out of the
Smart.
brush, and he hands the major. He hands you a Luger pistol, and says, "I didn't see anyone else."
Fantastic. I say that very quietly.
Well, I guess the good news is that he was real and not a part of all this.
And that
This is
we're
true.
still able to affect them. That we're not.
Yeah, or
powerless.
that. So, yeah. I tuck the Luger into a pouch. I'm sure I'm wearing some sort of pouch.
Or your bag, or something.
Yeah, my bag, some sort of carrying.
So you guys continue up the path, quickly passing the area where the soldier was. You don't see the body or any blood.
Nice.
You continue on for another maybe 5 minutes, at a decent walk, and you start to hear off in the distance some noise. It's almost like a thrumming in the air.
Does it make us feel weird?
It doesn't. You can hear it. You're aware of it, but it's not filling you with any kind of sense of dread or anything.
Like thrumming, like engines running.
It's like a pulsating thrum, so like something relatively quickly cycling power-wise.
Okay.
So we've come to a stop, I assume.
Yeah, I assume so. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to move up to the Major and Gabaya.
Mm-hmm.
Gabaya. And you, and I'll kind of, looking at Gabaya, say, you seem to be quite adept at keeping yourself out of sight. Would it be prudent for you to do some scouting rather than having us all proceed forward, or should we stay together as a group? And towards the end, that question kind of circles in the Major.
He looks at the major. He just looks at the major like, what? From what you've gathered, because you've dealt with men, but like, this is above his pay grade to make that decision. He made a suggestion because he saw an immediate threat. He may not see one now. That's you, Roxy.
Oh, I'm sorry, what?
I was a little like, maybe she's thinking about it. No.
No, I'm just watching. I'm like, is it me?
Phil's character has suggested that Cabea go and scout out,
Okay.
and Cabea has looked at you for what you want.
Oh, okay. I give the international symbol for please proceed.
So he leaves
Sorry about that,
he
guy.
does leave his boots on this time, but he leaves his rifle and heads off into the brush again. Jeez, oh Pete, he's good. He comes back maybe 10 minutes later, and kind of in the ground in front of you, he pulls out his knife and quietly scratches a circle and stabs about 12 times.
Oh.
And he says, guards. And then he
lot.
draws a square almost at the center of the circle, kind of a little bit farther on the other side from where he has indicated you guys are. And he says, temple.
Okay.
Noise. And he's trying to stay, like, it's not that doesn't have the words, it's that he's trying to say as little as possible. He's aware of, there are a lot of people out there.
Okay. So
and then he makes one last pass around the circle, and he says, cleared. No brush.
Oh.
Okay. I was like, wait a second. You just killed 12 guys?
10 minutes, 12 guys, done. We can go home. This guy should just send Cabea out by himself.
That's right.
Have you ever thought about a career in archaeology?
Okay, well, that's a lot of dudes.
And guessing from what he's shown you, that's 12 men outside of the temple.
Yeah, that's not
Who knows how many are
necessarily.
inside?
And how far? So it took him 10 minutes to get there and come back, right?
Yeah. So it's just a few minutes away if you guys were going to walk the same speed. I do need all of you to make POW checks.
Pow, chicka, pow, pow.
Failed.
Nope, failed.
Oh,
That's what I get for making that noise.
How quickly does luck refill?
Not now. It'll be at the end of the arc.
Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and fail.
yeah, I'm gonna fail too.
Oh, nobody won?
Nobody
Oh,
won.
man. So you guys are all focused on this problem in front of you, a bunch of Nazis out there. So now there are a bunch of Nazis out there.
Oh, wonderful. Okay. Since Cabea had just come back,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, no, Sitwell's frustrated. Sitwell's seen this movie. Back to the meditation. Back to the meditation.
I need
Back
everybody
to the meditation.
roll POW. And actually, this is a contested roll. So
Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I should have tried last time.
I had a
did you
hard,
fail?
a regular,
Oh,
a hard, and an
Did
extreme.
you critically fail?
No.
Oh, Phil.
Oh, good night.
I love you and your poor POW.
I changed dice because I kept
You
rolling so
said to
poorly.
change dice. No.
Who speaks German?
I do.
I do.
I do.
No German, John?
No, I speak Italian.
So useful.
Buongiorno.
Bellissimo.
So the ranking officer in the SS in front of you points directly at Phil, or at Lieutenant Drummond, and says, there he is, kill the Brit. And the men rush towards you. So not only are you afraid of Nazis, you're afraid of being called a Brit. And the Nazis rush towards you. They don't fire. They rush. And you're looking at 15 men coming at your party.
I turn around and smack him in the face.
Well, he's in front of you, but I will accept
No,
that.
he's not.
Yeah,
I'm
No, he's
third.
behind her.
No, he came up to talk to Sitwell and suggest that Cabea go out and
Oh.
do it. I'm fine with that. You could still smack
I
him.
tackle him from the back and kick his butt.
You're going to
Tanya Harding is knees.
So,
Wow.
you got brutal, Roxy. Roll your fighting brawl.
Well, I'm just tackling him from
Which
the back.
it's going to be on the right-hand side under Dream and Dream Lore. Base 25.
Like, for real. 41 over 40. Oh, I luck it.
Yeah, no, go for it.
Lucking.
Yeah, so, Phil, you're, sorry, Drummond, you saw nobody coming from behind you. You are knocked to the ground from behind, roughly. You didn't do any damage. But, Shirley, did anybody succeed on that power roll?
Nope.
I did.
Okay, so just you. John, you failed as well?
It was an extreme
yeah.
success.
It was?
Yeah.
Oh, so she knows it's fake, knocks you to the ground, and you hear her start chanting in your ear the meditation that you were using. I need you to roll a POW. We'll give you a bonus die. Not that matters because you just rolled 3 zeros on all of the dice.
Oh my god. If you
Then I just
roll 3 zeros.
57, which is not a pass.
No, it's close enough. So she starts chanting. They start popping from existence. It doesn't stop it before they get there. The first one crashes into Cabea. One of them crashes into Major Sitwell, and the other one goes past the two of you on the ground and crashes into Beauchamp. So,
So is it kind of like a...
No, because now we're going to do combat. So, starting with Sitwell, are you dodging, fighting back, or trying to get out of the way?
Is that not dodging?
That's maneuvering.
Oh. Do
So
I have
basically-
a maneuvering skill?
No,
That I
it
don't
would
know
be you would be using what you would use to fight back, so it would probably be close combat. But instead of doing damage, you're going to apply an effect, essentially.
Oh, okay.
So you could put them on the ground, or you could or you could tie them up in a grapple or something along those lines.
Let's just do a dodge.
Okay. So you're going to roll your dodge.
I got it.
I got a hard success.
Oh,
Did you get at least a hard?
no, but I can. Sorry.
I'm pretty
Sorry, I
sure-
forgot.
That
Or
was the
PG-13,
best
just
one
bleep-
ever.
bleep that out.
Oh my gosh. That was
So you got a hard
amazing.
success?
Well,
I
thought
did.
You couldn't. Oh no, you can't push.
Oh wait, this is
Wait, you can't
combat.
luck on.
Can I luck on combat?
Mm-mm. I thought it was sanity and combat, and you can't.
I can't push on that.
Oh, okay.
I'm looking.
I'm looking at the rules.
No, you said
gave
you
us.
said we
Yeah.
can't luck.
That's fine. Yeah.
We can't luck, right?
Cannot? I don't know. We're going to look it up.
Cannot use luck in combat on an opposed roll, so no, I cannot.
Oh, okay. So he is
So-
going to hit you.
Yeah,
Sorry.
he hits me.
You take 3 damage
Okay.
as he kind of rifle butts you in the gut.
Okay.
Next, we're going to go to Cabea's. No, I'm not going to worry about that. Beauchamp, are you going to dodge or fight? Dodge.
Oh, yeah. Let's dodge this.
Okay.
I'm not going to dodge that.
You're done with these dice.
Did, in
I'm
fact,
done with
get a
it.
success. He also kind of shoulders into you. You take a point of damage. Now, we are going to be in the regular round of combat. So, Sitwell, you go first.
Oh. Then, so I still have this guy that just ran into me, right?
Yeah.
Even though I have an inkling he's fake, he still has just done damage to me, so.
Yep.
Um,
Now, you do know that there's a potential that you could affect him with your mind. You could fire mind bullets.
ooh,
That's telekinesis.
those don't
almost.
run out.
Yeah.
That's
They're
a
also
renewable
silent.
resource.
That's important to note.
But
What?
deadly.
Silent.
They're all silent. Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is true. I am. Yeah, I'm gonna try another. I'm gonna try to. Can I try to just snap back out of it, or do I need to actually try to attack him with my mind bullets?
You would need to roll POW. Either way, to
Either way.
cease his existence in this dream.
I did it.
Okay. Did you get a hard success?
I didn't. It's just a regular.
Okay. He doesn't quite go away, but he becomes much less substantial.
I imagine him kind of withering or aging, like he's just weakening.
Oh, sure. Yeah, that works.
Cause ow.
Northcote, you are on the ground. What are you doing?
I'm chanting and
Okay, that's
whispering to
fine.
him and like.
Drummond, what are you doing?
I'm going to imagine the waves. Focus on the waves.
I need you both to roll POW. No bonus die. Not that it matters for Phil. He's just going to roll terrible.
92.
I fail. 87 over
Jeez.
75.
Matt, give him some of your Cthulhu dice over there.
No, these are all my dice. And Beauchamp, what are you doing?
Effect.
Oh, I'm trying to toss him off me.
Okay, so that would be fighting brawl, because you don't have close combat.
No, I don't.
It's not on there. If it's not on there, it should be on the far right-hand side. There you go.
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
no.
he doesn't. He's not.
So it's
skilled in it.
base is a 25.
Okay.
Oh, so close, babe. Sorry.
Why
You
don't
can't.
I can't look. That's right. Oh.
Oh, is this an opposed roll?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry, babe.
I succeed. So when you go to throw him off, because I did get a success, when you go to throw him off, he locks you into like a hold and applies the pressure and does 3 damage to you.
Ooh.
All right, so top of the round, we're going to go through declaring this time, and then we'll go into regular combat. Rebecca, you're going to continue to chant.
So where is everybody in proximity to me?
Close-ish? I'm not sure what your question is.
Because he's chanting.
Right?
So why haven't all? I guess my question is, why haven't all these guys disappeared?
Remember
'Cause
those failed
everybody-
POW checks?
We still
Okay.
believe.
Because we still believe.
You guys have failed POW checks. I mean, if
Right.
you had asserted your force of will over the situation, then yeah. And actually, you can roll Dream instead of POW in this situation, but your Dream is not great.
No. I want to disappear these guys.
Okay, that would be continuing to roll and chant.
Okay.
No. Stop.
Yeah.
We're going for stating. Sitwell, what are you doing?
I am going to continue to try to get I'm going to try to snap out of it.
Okay. Drummond.
Focus on the waves.
Focus on the and Harrowgate.
My character is just still constantly trying to fight back.
Sure. That sounds great. So let's go with. We're going to go with the opposed roll first. So Harrowgate,
All right.
you're going to fight back. So we're both rolling fighting brawl.
All right.
I succeeded.
Oh, hey, there we go.
What'd you
I
get?
succeeded.
Did you go regular success?
I got 19 out of
25?
I guess 30 or 25. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's a regular success. You initiated, so you win. Do you want to deal damage to him? So it'd be a D3
D3.
plus your damage bonus if you have one. I think you have a D4 damage bonus.
Oh, and plus
so
a
2
Plus a D4.
plus a,
Yeah, plus 1D4 for your damage bonus.
3.
Okay. All right, and then Sitwell, go ahead and roll your POW.
I got a hard success.
Oh, the Nazi in front of you takes a swing and just kind of
Turns into a
disapparates.
skeleton and
Yeah.
dissipates.
and kind of crumbles in front of you. And then last but not least, Drummond and Northcote, roll your POW.
Uh, 40 under 75. What do you
Over-
have?
45.
Jeez
Uh,
Louise.
So the last man fighting Cabea, I'm sorry, Cabea's man drops. the last guy fighting Harrowgate. What are your? How are you trying to? You just trying to make them disappear? Is that what you're trying to do, Shirley?
Yes, they're not there. No, they're
Okay.
They're not
So
there,
the one
no, they're
that's on
there.
Harrowgate just kind of disappears.
Okay.
And ceases to exist. You guys are kind of left where you're at. Cabea has clearly been in a fight. It has been hit. But you guys are no worse for the wear. No one has fired a shot, so there wasn't a lot of noise
Okay.
either.
There's a lot of
Yeah.
Oh!
Poof. Bow. Biff. Zam. So, what are you guys doing?
Okay, well, if that was the fake Nazis, I really am not confident to deal with the
Real
12
Nazis.
real Nazis. Although maybe we were imagining them tougher than they could have been. I don't know. This is a bizarre paradox for me. But I mean, we did come to find the Nazis, right? So
Find them, figure out what they're doing.
and so
It's
the
potentially
thing in
stop
the
them.
center is what's making the noise.
Yeah, that's the impression Cabea has left you with.
We really need to get in there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to ask Cabea now that we're not in combat. I assume this dream area that we're in, it extends all the way. Excuse me, to the area where the real Nazis are.
Yeah, yes.
Okay.
Shirley, can you roll intelligence?
Maybe. Yeah, 62 under 80.
If you guys pool your collective consciousness through a shared chant,
Mm-hmm.
you might be able to cause something destructive or distracting enough to pull the Nazis out so you can see what's inside the temple. But you can't do it by yourself, and
Right.
you notice that when you and Drummond were not on the same page, it was much harder.
Much harder. So, I relay that information to the party.
Okay.
Just say, I noticed when Beauchamp?
Drummond.
Drummond and I were chanting separately, or not on the same page. It was harder to get rid of the apparitions than it is when we're all chanting together. I believe from what we're experiencing now and have experienced that if we are all chanting together for a common goal, let's say something destructive or a distraction, we can pull the Nazis out of the temple and find out what we're really up against.
Could we put them to sleep?
I don't see why not, but so far it's a possibility. It's something that we need. If we would like to do that, we need to work toward that goal together. So let's say we come up and we think of a distraction, and when everyone comes out, we have to all make sure that we're thinking that they're going to sleep, because they're not an apparition. And maybe that, I don't know. It's something that we could try.
I'm all for killing some Nazis. I think that we won't realistically draw all of them out. So if we're going to do something destructive, we either, I think, do something destructive that just outright kills them all, or, we put them all to sleep, or, but like, we can't draw them off into the jungle. They're just going to come back later after they figure out there's nothing out there.
Right.
And then we're screwed, so.
What do you, Beauchamp and Major?
Could we perhaps, instead of being or trying to draw them away, I know when we imagine a foul thing and it attacks us, it hurts us, but what if we imagined something attacking them and they would not be able to make that disappear if we continue to envision it attacking them? If I'm understanding this phenomenon at all. Like if we envisioned a troop of gorilla attacking them.
That sounds like it would work. Is that something we want to do, or do we want to draw them out first and then draw as many as we can out?
I think if the guards start fighting a troop of gorilla, then if someone's inside and listening, they will come out.
Okay. That would be a distraction as well as taking care of them at the same time.
Yeah, my biggest concern is that if we try to draw them away from the temple, that, I mean, just as in most situations, the people that you put outside are not always going to be aren't going to be your brightest and best. And so the people inside might become way more suspicious if the guards outside start to react to something in the jungle, when they presumably, I would presume that the people in the temple, if this is Nidicris and the people we seek, the others that we seek, then this is likely her doing.
Right.
I'm making a presumption, but they would know that perhaps distractions couldn't be trusted. But if we could get them out and attack them, let something else do a lion's share of the dirty work, maybe it would make our cause a little easier.
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
But we all have to be on the same page, and we all have to concentrate and think of the same thing.
I would also be looking at Kabea and Mbula. If they understand or disagree.
They seem to understand. Mbula seems very concerned. Kabea, guys, roll psychology.
All of us are just the people who have it.
Yeah, anybody can roll it.
Yeah, maybe use like
extreme success.
Fail.
Nope.
So Beauchamp can read anything.
Mm-hmm.
It's like this stone once felt really sad. 1,000 years ago, it felt sad. Beauchamp, you can tell that Kabea is disturbed by the suggestion, as though it goes against a core belief of his. Maybe the idea of using magic. Who knows? Something about what has just been talked about does not sit well with him. To the point that there's concern that because sit well with him, yeah. There's concern that he might turn on you, your group.
Corporal Kabea, I can see that you have some objections to this.
We do not allow the devil into our actions to defeat another evil.
Well, do you have any other suggestion? I mean, we're all out here, and we're all at this point in the same position.
It's not my place to make that suggestion, but this seems... We do not dirty our souls to fight evil.
All right. I call Harrowgate, or I kind of motion for him, and we speak very quietly, hopefully outside of earshot, or at least low enough that Kabea and Mbula would not be able to hear, or perhaps anybody else in the group. I need to understand the way that he's speaking with your background and your experience in reading people. How, like, if we were to do this, would they stay with us? Or would we have to worry about fighting them too?
I don't know about the fighting part, but I doubt he would stay with us.
Okay, then my call on that... Okay, well, I would say okay, and we would return to the group, and my determination... Okay, then we need to figure out something else, because we need the guides. And so if that's crossing a line, Kabea, we will seek another option. But
he looks at you very stone-faced and nods his head hard, as though he understands what the decision you made, and that it's made it tougher on the group.
And it's made it tougher on the group?
Yeah.
Okay. So we need to, because I would assume that would also, this I guess is a GM question. Does that psychology roll and what Harrowgate has learned, does that cover only attacking them with the magic, or does it also include using the magic at all to our benefit?
It seems as though Kabea has been fine with using it to stop what's happening to you, like in an immediate
not like
threat.
Even to distract.
That would be. John, is your character religious?
My character, I would actually say not terribly.
Okay.
I mean, it's probably part of his background, but not terribly.
But your character probably understands it at least bare minimum, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So what Harrowgate, you gather is that Kabea, both Kabea and Mbula are in a very foreign area to them. They don't understand what's happening. They are not used to living in this spiritual realm or dealing with it like this. Their faith is probably very, not simple, but very black and white, good and bad. Using this supernatural force in any way is bad. You've used it to defend yourself because that's what's working, but suggesting that you all culminate together in some sort of ritual, that's what the problem is. Okay. However it's used, that's the problem. Like,
okay,
it's not great that you're using it at all, but that ratchets it up quite a bit.
Yeah, crossing a line to where we are, in turn, essentially using that magic,
right,
as the caster did.
Yeah.
We are crossing a line. Okay,
yeah.
And Sitwell, as much as it leaves him kind of at a loss, he understands that, and he would not want them to violate some sort of moral or personal ethical thing. That would not be. That's not the way he operates.
Okay.
He's not trying to dirty anyone's hands or souls or any of that. As much as possible, as much as you can be clean in these types of things.
Well, Cabea, Corporal Cabea, sorry. Do you think you could find the body of the Nazi guard?
Yes.
We may need his stuff.
Like his clothes?
Or his clothes or him. He could be a distraction.
I would agree with that. I would assume his clothes would be bloodstained, but I didn't see it, so I don't know. Let's run with that. Let's get the body.
Phil, can I get an intelligence check from you?
Yeah. 34 under...
Like 80?
Yeah, it's a hard success.
Okay. You know supernatural stuff, but you could probably jury rig up some sort of contraption that would distract. Even if it's just pulling back some branches and making them make a bunch of noise.
So I'll
pull some people away. I mean, there's some things that you could jury rig together that might work.
I might pull something like the 12, but it's... I mean, unless you think it would pull all of them away.
It probably wouldn't pull them all away, but it would at least lessen the number that you're dealing with.
What would you say the radius, based on the diagram that...
Yeah, I was just going to ask that too.
How spread out are they?
It is hard to tell because there's no he didn't put the little scale at the bottom right.
Yeah.
But you would have to guess that you're looking at probably 40 or 50 feet across the area that's been cleared. And the temple entrance, that the way he drew it, is maybe only 10 feet across. It's squared, so
okay.
It's not very big.
I could jury rig something together, I think, to create a minimal distraction that might draw a quarter to half of the guards away, I would say.
Okay.
If we were to use a grenade as a distraction, I think that would certainly get more of their attention and perhaps draw more of them away. Or we could just use grenades proactively to try to kill them.
Well, it seems it would probably be... If we used grenades proactively to kill them, how many did you bring?
2.
We would need to get them gathered.
Well, even if we send them into some chaos and we pick them off, pick off the ones that we didn't kill with rifles or something.
No, yeah, I'm good with because if you make some type of audio or audible distraction that might draw their attention and perhaps draw them away and focus them into an area, then it would make it easier at that point to use a grenade or use our firearms or anything at that point. So I'm for that. We have to find some way to at least lessen the amount of guards outside.
Can I jury rig a catapult to launch the dead Nazi body?
Absolutely. You'll need to roll jury rig, but yes, anything to launch a dead Nazi body at them.
Let's do something with the body.
That'll distract them. Probably gather them around the dead Nazi body.
I'm sure there's a tree out there somewhere that is...
roll. Yeah, so you could also tie their grenade so that when they move the body, it would pull the pins.
That seems really tricky to be it's not going to go off in mid-flight.
I'm sorry, are you not the mechanical engineer here?
All right, yeah.
Hey, it's all a dice roll, Phil.
Yeah.
I just want to be oh, by the way, that's going to be a...
No. I mean, if you get an extreme success, it'll be even better, but...
So what do you want me to roll on?
Jury rig. Yeah, sorry, this is not mechanical repair.
Oh, that's a 17 under 66.
That's not quite an extreme, but that's a hard.
Yeah.
So you figure out a way to strap one of the grenades to the body so that it'll land, and as long as it lands well, and it should, when they go to check the body or to touch it, it can go off, which will explode like normal.
I mean, I'm not telling you to use luck or anything, but how many points away from an extreme success is that?
4.
So, like, I guess what's the remaining challenge, though? Like,
No, there really isn't one.
okay.
Like, yeah, no. I mean, I think you're good with a hard success.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Like, if you're not going to make me roll anything else, then I'll just take this.
Okay. So, Cabea brings back the body. You spend probably 15 minutes setting this up. I mean, it's not intricate, and the trees are pliable. I do need you to roll luck.
Sorry, guys. It was good knowing you.
You're like, oh, I got a 17 on these. They don't get to roll again.
It's a 79.
Okay. So you fling the body. The body lands out in the field. 4 guys come
In the
out.
clearing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, not in the less treed area.
Okay.
It is not the clearing that they're standing in, but it is out a bit. 4 guys come out. 2 of them are kind of on either side, kind of angled out with guns, with their rifles out, and the other 2 are straight down the middle with their guns out. So they're very aware and on watch. They go just past the body. They note it, and then 2 more guys come out. They're all clustered within a 4-yard radius, though. One of the guys stands there. Can I get a spot hidden from all 3 of you?
90.
And Roxy, do you have institutional lore
Yes.
or military doctrine, either?
I have military doctrine, I know. Yeah, military doctrine, and I did not make that
That's fine.
spot hidden.
I
but-
did.
Okay.
Do you want me to roll military
yeah,
doctrine as
go
well?
for that.
I got it by 4.
So you see the SS officer that walks up is wearing the symbols of a lieutenant. So relatively low officer, but still, as he orders the guy kneeling down by the body to check it, and it goes off. Roll 46 for me. Phil's excited.
Roll high.
Been rolling high all night. There's 5. 11.
Okay. As it goes off, it catches all 6 guys, very clearly either dead or close to it. Like they're all pretty hurt. You see 5 more men coming rushing out of the area towards where that happened, but they stop short and kind of start to drop into kneeling positions. And actually, that is where we're going to stop before we get into this combat. We will come back to this next week when we see how badly this goes for. I don't know. We'll see who it goes bad for. We have other podcasts out there. Those are over at nerdsdom.com, and we will talk to you guys next week. And that will do it for us tonight on the Nerds Domain Presents Masks of Nyarlathotep. Head on over to our website at nerdsdom.com, where you can find all of our social media links as well as how to contact us. Be sure to sign up for the newsletter while you're there. If you want to support us, you can give us a 5-star rating on iTunes or head to our Patreon and become one of our patronuses. We want to thank Passion Early for our music. You can check out our show notes for all of these links as well.